Good idea.
Yeah,
Good answer.
This is all I got. I'm pretty much just following the cleanup here to see if there's any more ways to go before I have to start making my own path.
Okay. So they are. So you start like following one of the units, and one of the units kind of is circling through the facility, doing various tasks like monitoring certain things, keeping an eye on things. And as you are passing around the facility, you do see that there's one facility that has several other computer units and interface units. So this might be kind of like a mainframe of some kind. And you continue walking. You keep going.
Well, if I see actually a computer like that, like you're describing...
But I will say is that it's like the servitors will interface with it by putting like one of their nodules, or putting like a a USB kind of a thing, or a
got it,
a plug into it.
I can't really interact with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh god, man, I don't know. Boy. I'm in trouble.
A little bit.
I think I'll just keep following, like just keep moving where there is path. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I understand.
Because I've seen now that this whole place just kind of opens. It makes its path. It opens, and then there's a wall, and it's gone.
Yeah.
So as long as there's movement and opening, I'm pretty much just following it now.
So you're kind of like zigzagging randomly throughout the facility.
Yeah, pretty much until I see either another living person or something like that. I'm basically just gonna keep moving, so I have movement until I see something or someone I recognize.
So give me a chance roll as well.
God, another friggin' luck roll. Here we go. Hup. 18.
Okay, that's better. As you're kind of like going around through the facility, what you see is that you do come across this like greenery area where they're growing different like plants, and the plants are producing these fruits, and some of the fruits are being harvested. And then there's another area where it is kind of like an engine room of some kind or something, where it's like you have a power room where it's generating some kind of energy. And one of them goes through, you're following one towards a wall, and it opens up, and as it goes out through the wall, there's a sudden like rush of air coming in, and and you look down and you can see clouds below you, and then there's kind of like blue and black going up, and you can see from where you can tell, it looks like you're really high up, and you see that, and I had you roll the chance to see if you'd just like accidentally go out or get sucked out or something. But no, you're at this spot, and you're like, it's like almost like you're in an airplane or something, and the air's rushing past, and the wall closes.
Yeah.
Okay. You can.
Is that power area still accessible?
Okay. It is going to be eventually. I will, while you're thinking of what to do, I will cut back over to
that's fine. That's perfect.
Donovan and Heidi.
Okay, so Harkin is just wandering around the facility right now, probably coming up with some kind of plan. Hopefully,
genius brilliant plan.
So
I will say that because Harkin has an origami crane on him.
I'm scrying everything that he's doing.
I will also say that he did see that the area where you guys are kept, there are these pylons, and the pylons are generating kind of this like force field or impact shield around this area, and it's almost kind of like an amphitheater. And at the bottom of the not an amphitheater, it's more like a stadium. And so at the bottom of the stadium is where the containment area is, and then around it is kind of the impact. It's another way to think about this facility is that it's a donut-shaped ring, and in the center is the containment area.
It's a halo.
Yeah, kind of like that, like a halo. And in the center is the containment area, and you can look out, and there's the sun overhead, and there's kind of an impact shield around it that also is disguising the rest of the facility, so the people in the shield can't see out.
So impact shield as in, I get the feeling that Harkin wouldn't be able to just blow a hole in the wall?
If he hit the shield, your character is going to have to roll a intellect technology.
Intellect, alien technology. I got this.
I can do this.
I have an iPad. I can figure this out. That's probably the highest. I mean, in a post-apocalyptic world, a dude with an iPad is probably the smartest guy. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this dice is like consistently rolling like right in the middle. That is a 13.
A 13. It's a tough call for you. You're like, I don't know, like this kind of a shield. It seems to be able to take a hit, but you don't know exactly what its upper limit is, or what it's capable of. You don't know the specifics. And also,
Okay.
Samuel would be interested in kind of talking with you. Like, so what's the situation? Like, do you know where he is? Like, do you know what he's doing? Like, what's going on? Like,
So,
how did you guys get here?
I was abducted, taken, and they came with me.
Okay.
yeah, Harkin is currently in the facility because I don't know if you knew this, but Harkin has abilities. He has powers that he discovered
At
shortly
that,
after.
his eyes go wide, and he's like, he has abilities? No, he's never had abilities.
Not until you got split up, he didn't. So one of them is that he can be invisible. And so right now he is camouflaged in the facility. He came in with me and Heidi, invisibly.
It seems-
I came here to check things out, and then he went with Heidi.
And then I got put back here, but I don't know how long they're gonna let me stay here.
Huh. And he's
Why
kind
did
of
they take
he's
you?
kind of thinking about it to himself, and he's like, It seems like he's somehow refracting the light using some kind of temporal manipulation. Was he near a convergence?
My brother's
well,
smart.
You mean a rift? Yeah,
No,
yeah, he was.
Look, I mean, the rift, like, that's what we call it, but it's like, you have the convergence, and that's the area where the spatial time, it's like, it starts manipulating and getting broken down, like, earlier on, like, we call that part kind of the convergence, and then once it actually develops into a fully fledged rift, that's kind of the solidifying of the plane, so it's actually, there's convergence is kind of the period between the two when there's like the light kind of is strange because the different spatials are different. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to my brother.
Yeah. Anyway, he's currently in the facility. I can see him because he has one of these, and I'd pull out my little origami crane and I'd have it flutter around him. I can create and animate constructs, and I can see through them.
Okay.
So one's with him.
How are
know-
you able to do this as well?
Similar to him, I was near a rift once. I was out without my parents' permission, and
How long ago was this?
yeah. That's a question that Marcos isn't
Okay,
sure
gotcha.
about.
I will tell you right now. You can pick any time you want. It's either you can say when you were a kid.
Yesterday.
You can say when you were a kid, or if you were, you're still kind of a teenager right now. So you can say
I
like
want to say about a year ago.
a year ago.
Yeah.
Interesting. Go. All right, Mark. So he actually pulls out from his pocket. He pulls out this pen light, and he says, "Look me in the eye," and he starts flashing a light into your eyes.
Okay.
And then he starts like kind of shining, and you're blinking like and he's like, It doesn't seem like you have any tissue damage. Usually, when we were working on the rats and we were testing the different convergences, there would be some like tissue damage, mental, cerebral damage. You don't appear to have any. And so he started asking you some questions like, have you had any like short-term memory loss? like various
No.
details, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd probably be saying no to most of it.
Okay.
Regardless, so Heidi,
Yeah.
why did they want you if this is where all the humans go? Oh, no, actually, why am I asking this? I listen to everything. Okay, so Heidi, you're trying to keep the fact that you have powers from them, right?
Yeah.
Sammy, do you know if they're monitoring this area anyway?
Hold on, let me just check one thing. Okay. Also, Heidi, you were called BAS 37. That was your name. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the question is, are they So ask Sammy, monitoring.
Yes.
It's I'm not sure 100%. It's like either they have the information and they just don't care, or they do have the information. It's difficult to tell. It's very difficult, or I'd be hard pressed to say that. It's difficult to imagine that they'd make a containment facility and not be monitoring in some way. But I have seen some people go towards the far wall or be trying to attack it or something. There's panic that often comes over people, and the servitor units are quick to come in and quell the situation.
Okay, so here's my idea, Heidi. Once Harkin meets back up with us, we could make a dragon like last time, have him bust a hole in the wall and just fly out.
Do you think we'll be able to get a hole in the wall, though?
That's definitely the big if factor of this plan, but it's kind of all we have right now.
And
I'm looking through...
furthermore, are we taking everybody?
That's a good point. Because I know that Harkin just passed by what I assume to be this place's generator, so we could, take that out, but getting everybody to safety is the issue.
Okay. Also, I'll say that there are 50 people that you can count in this facility.
Okay.
This is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be.
I might be able to do something.
Okay. As you guys are
Like what?
planning, I am going to jump over to Harkin. Or, sorry, yeah, Harkin.
Alright, I have to BRB for like 2 seconds anyway,
Okay.
so...
Okay.
Well, so a thing literally just went out of the ship. I can't follow it further.
But I will say it's like, basically there are servitor units going between the different rooms. So if you wanted to get back to a specific room, you could. It would just take a little bit of time of like, open door, whoop, pass through. Open door, whoop, pass through, or something.
I'll go back to where that power area
Okay,
was.
gotcha.
And, shoot. Alright. My big plan. I think you know where I'm going, but I'm just gonna break things. I'm gonna go in here and just start, maybe nothing very big and power generating, if you will, but like side things, little, rip cords out of walls and stuff like that, like really quick, just do a big, almost like graviton pull to kind of rip a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And
I will say that there are different cords going off, or different lines going off to different parts of the facility.
yeah, I'm just gonna cause some trouble and see what breaks, because I know they're killing people. I now have lost my friends, and I can't get through doors. So I'm just gonna, aside from the biggest, most power-looking thing, because I don't want to, like, force us to die, I'm just gonna break a bunch of other things. Just really quick. Keep my invisibility, just... If I can, actually. I think I can. And just try to see what happens from breaking stuff. Because I'm lost and confused. It's my best plan.
Okay. So as you do that, so you're going to, while you're invisible, just kind of force push at one thing in particular, and you're going to give me a chance roll.
God, I love these.
Yeah.
18 again.
18. Okay. So you kind of force push on some of the lines, and as you do that, inside of the facility where Donovan and Heidi are, you hear, and there's this giant shudder, and it's like the entire facility just a little bit lowered a bit, and then caught itself, and you can see the impact shield. It flickered out for a second and then came back on, and the lights, all of the lights just went boom, 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 kind of out, and their other systems kind of kick in, and then the lights kind of flicker back on at like 50%. And as that happens, several servitor units come in to start immediately fixing the broken parts.
Okay. So as they come in,
and it's not just like one or two. It's like one comes in, another. It's just servitor units kind of piling in to fix the breakage.
Yeah, oh boy. So they start piling in. I'm gonna try. Oh boy. I'm just gonna keep going. I noticed that it did do something, but we're still flying, so I'm gonna just start breaking a couple more, not biggest things, but other things. Just keep breaking more things. Now they're in here, I'm just gonna just have things rip off walls all around them.
I just got back, so Harkin's breaking everything.
You got it.
Okay. So as you're doing that, the servitor units are flying around, just fixing, and so I'll cut over to Donovan and Heidi. You see the lights, the shield, like flicker out and then come back on, and for a brief moment you could kind of see the entire facility just surrounding it, and then it comes back on. The entire facility just fell slightly and then caught itself, almost like turbulence, and then it buckles kind of to the side and then buckles to the other side.
Okay, it looks like we have to improvise, like right now, Heidi.
Okay, we can't leave without Harkin.
Harkin is.
We have no idea where he is.
He is currently in the generator room, right?
Yeah, correct.
He's currently in the generator room, smashing everything.
Okay.
Which is something I was hoping he was going to do after we connected back up and made a plan. But now we
don't make plans, Donnie.
Very good point.
As the whole ship is.
What if? Okay. Ben.
Yeah, what's up?
With create. It's the size of an apartment building is what correct, I can do. Yeah. So would I be able to make something that is large but covers the ground surface? And I kind of want to take the grass or whatever is growing around here and make it look like a giant manta ray.
Okay.
And I want it to just kind of form under all of the humans here.
Okay, gotcha. So you make this giant manta ray. You're kind of like it can't cover the entire amphitheater area or the entire containment facility area.
Okay.
So you'd have to like shout to people like, "Hey, come on, come in here!" Like.
Okay,
Donnie would help out with that.
Okay, so you start.
I'd look at this and be like, I hope this is gonna take a lot out of me. Okay, and then we also have the issue. This is a great plan, Heidi. I'm saying as she's making that, and I'm like in between shouting for people. We have no way of getting out unless Harkin blows a hole in the wall for us.
I think that if he crashes the generator, then maybe we'll be able to get out.
Maybe. I'd go around and continue shouting for people. Because if this entire place is made of walls that just reformat itself, maybe the entire place is just going to disappear when the generator goes.
Right.
Okay, so I'd fly up and I'd start shouting for people and direct them towards Heidi.
Okay, start directing them towards Heidi, and so you bring everyone kind of towards the center, and you form this giant kind of manta ray-like thing underneath them. Is it going to be like a cushion, or is it going, I assume, or something like that?
I want it to mostly be like grass.
Okay.
It's so that it can fly out of here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. That's the plan. I'm really hoping your animate thing works.
Okay.
I'm hoping too, because manta rays can't fly, like, actually. Hopefully this works.
Can't actually fly.
We were doing a dragon before. That made sense.
Yeah, but a dragon isn't flat and not 50 people can ride on it.
You have a good point there. I have faith in my abilities. I say not really positive. I'm just gonna be flying around directing people because we're improvising.
Okay, so
we need to get Harkin.
okay, so this giant manta ray is kind of you're flying it up, so it's going up. Everyone's on its back. The facility is.
I don't think he's animated it yet.
Oh, he hasn't animated it yet.
I haven't animated it yet. No,
we're just preparing for the thing to crash.
Okay, it is in fact falling because of Harkin. Harkin's doing his business in there.
Okay.
We're falling. Make this fly.
I'm flying over and I'm gonna touch it and animate it.
Does it seem like everybody is on the manta ray?
Yeah. So everyone's on the
Okay.
manta ray. The impact shield is kind of flickering in and out. And you guys are going up, upward, and the facility is falling, and one of the servitors that's in the area that is in the servitors are in the engine room are just frantically searching around trying to figure out what the problem is, like what's causing all this issues, and one of them is going to release kind of the sonic burst into the room to try and figure out what's going on. So I'm going to have you make a toughness roll.
Okay. Uh-oh. 12
okay.
total.
The attack roll. Okay. So you are partially kind of like stunned, like as this thing does its sonic thing. You are not revealed, but it does kind of detect something else in this room, and they start kind of searching around, trying to figure out what it was. And the impact shield is flickering. So now, as it's coming up, because the shield is flickering, I'm going to have Heidi make a chance roll to see if the shield is up or open when you guys get to the top of it.
That's a 17.
Okay, so the shield's there. You guys are flying up, and then it flickers out, and then you guys go through it, and then it flickers back.
Oh, okay. High five, Heidi.
We don't have Harkin.
Yeah, and so the entire facility is
I'll
just
find
falling, and going to the side, and there's smoke kind of pouring out from one section, which is the one he's been damaging.
I'll find him, you guys fly to safety, and I'll fly off to find Harkin, because I can fly on my own.
I can't fly this thing.
It'll fly itself. I hope.
Okay.
It'll be fine!
Okay. One of the servitors is going to make a random kind of grab attack into the area where it detected it thinks that Harkin is. So give me a dodge roll, Harkin.
Okay. Where's dodge? There it is.
8. Okay.
Total.
So it crit. So you get like wrapped up in these tentacles. It can tell that it has something in its hands. and I'm going to have everyone, or I'm going to have you three, or you two, give me initiative rolls.
Me and
Yeah.
Harkin? Okie dokie.
What are we at again? Agility, that's right.
That is going to be
Also, Heidi, you can give me initiative roll as well.
Is my initiative just plus my speed? Or my agility?
It is, agility.
It's a 15. Yeah, it's a 15.
Mine is 23.
I have an 11.
11 for Harkin. Okay, Heidi goes first.
I wait on the
Okay.
thing, hoping to see them.
Alright.
Can I keep an eye out for them, though?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're keeping an eye out for them. And you see as Donovan is booking it with a cape, or his duster flowing as he is booking it towards the facility as it's crashing and there's smoke pouring out.
Okay.
And there's a large hole in the side of it.
So is Heidi in the open air, or is she, like, still within the facility?
She is in the open...
I'm on the man ray.
Okay, open
Yeah.
air. I wasn't sure if, like, we just got out of the room or if we got out of the facility as a whole.
Yeah. So yeah, you got out of the thing as a whole because it's the way I described it was kind of like an amphitheater or a
Okay.
or kind of like a stadium where the facility is kind of around it, and then in the center is the
Okay.
containment. So she goes up, 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 and so now she is out of it.
Okay. I'd be trying to get to... so I'm still outside.
Yeah.
Can I see through Can I see through the walls? Are the walls like glass, like they
the
were?
walls
when
are
I
very
was walking
damaged
to
from
find
the
Heidi?
gravitational attacks on it.
Oh, so I can
plus-
just
and
see.
plus they're
Oh,
open.
hey, there's damage. Harkin's there.
Yeah, so you fly off to the side and you see... Actually, so you technically don't... Okay. You see Harkin because you know that he has a crane, and you can tell from the crane. And one of the creatures is kind of like or one of the servitor units is wrapping him up, and is holding this invisible guy in its like tentacles.
Invisible friend.
The actual invisible friend this time.
My actual invisible friend. Viewers, listeners won't get that. All right, I'm flying over to the wall. There is not a lot I can do specifically because I can just create things. I don't have offensive powers.
I don't have offensive power.
Yeah, and if you create something else, do we stop flying?
Well, I mean, I can't really animate anything else unless there's something for me to animate. And yeah,
Right.
usually the way I want to play it is like bigger stuff takes more out of me, but I haven't really had a chance to like roleplay that. But I would imagine like trying to sustain that and then something else would be a bit hard.
Would be, yeah.
Not to mention what you're already doing with the cranes.
Yeah.
Constantly
Right.
aware of all of them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I would be, I would fly to the wall, towards the wall, not against the wall, and I would have the crane that is in Harkin's pocket come out, like, flitter around him, and then flitter towards the wall where I am, like tapping at it, just to hopefully make him understand I'm through here, blast a hole, we're leaving.
And I'm tied up. Like
Yeah,
in
restrained.
You are.
rows. Okay.
I can't do anything about that right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you need to do a thing, man. Because
you need to do a thing.
Okay.
because I
Harkin.
sure as heck can't.
Harkin's turn.
Well, I'm currently restrained.
Yeah. And you also, there is the generator in front of you that's like pulsating.
Okay. Well, I can't really. Boy, I don't want to put it. I mean, I already did enough to put people in danger, but we're still alive, so there's that. Jeez, thank you, Bird. I genuinely do, well, I'm gonna just try and move I'm gonna blast this
Okay.
one that's holding
right.
me.
Give me your attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, the move object
Yeah.
power, right? 20 total.
Okay. You successfully blast him away.
And I'm released,
Yeah.
I'm assuming? Okay. Then... And his little origami is
Yeah.
tap, 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 tap. Okay. Then I would like to... After I boosh that, I guess... I don't think I can do it this turn, but I'm... Oh, I can't do deflect this turn
Yeah,
either,
correct.
huh? Okay, so all I've got left is being invisible. I'm gonna move from where I was, and next turn I'm gonna blast that wall.
You could just spend a hero point to just blast the wall and then go through it if you want.
I forgot. Do I have 3 of those?
Yes.
Then, yeah,
Okay,
I'll do that.
You spend a hero point, and you blast through the wall, and then you go through it. And I believe that Donovan is actually outside, correct?
Yeah, but that's why I said I wasn't going to be against the wall, because I didn't want to be there when he exploded
Okay, he
it.
explodes it. So the air's kind of coming in. Harkin's there.
I'd reach out for him.
Okay.
I'd be like, jump!
I'm invisible, but you know what?
I'd reach out.
I'm gonna drop that as I.
All right, so I'm going to have Donovan make a a dexterity check to catch him.
Okie dokie!
And I got my leap, actually. Hold up. I got my leap power. So I don't know if that helps. I can leap 120
Okay.
feet, apparently.
I'm just going to have it be the dexterity, because it's how far you are.
Because I still need to catch you, even if you can make it to me.
Weep!
That's why I'm not going to have you.
But that's a 17.
Okay, 17. You manage. They embrace the hug.
I grab him and I start flying us towards the manta ray. That as the manta ray is slowly falling towards the ground as well.
Okay, so
Falling with style.
from the distance, you can see that this facility is just a massive airship, and it starts falling towards the ground in the distance, and it impacts the ground as it does it. It's just throwing up this dirt, and the power generator goes off and just blows a hole in the side of the mountain, and there's this green and blue glow from the detonation of it. And this thing just took out the entire side of the mountain as it went down. And you guys fly up and land on the manta ray.
And I land. You still think you could have done this all by yourself?
No, not really.
And emerging through the crowd, you see Harkin, and it's Samuel.
Sammy?
Harkin.
Sammy!
Harkin. And they do.
Sammy!
They do the hug.
And we embrace.
They do
I
that.
thought you were dead. Oh my god.
I thought you were too.
I'm
It's like
tearing up, crying. It's wonderful.
I told you not to get into trouble.
Yeah. Sorry.
And he's just hugging you.
Yeah. I'm happy to see my brother alive too. I have most of my family back. Wait, no, all of my family back.
Yeah.
Oh no, the ship crashed into the village that we left your sister at.
Damn it.
But
Claire wandered off.
Yeah, she's gone.
She walked up onto a mountain to contemplate things, and then a ship crashed into her.
She found a boy that she liked.
I will have. I'll tell as we're coasting to safety right now as the ship is flying elsewhere, right?
We just saw the ship explode against a mountain.
No, did it?
yeah, it did. Or the facility did.
It did.
That he just
I
described
missed that
the
detail.
explosion.
Sorry, I missed that. I was thinking of Sammy. Okay, then I. Oh well, then never mind. Cool. I'm happy. I'm actually happy for a moment.
I think actually we're kind of getting towards the end. I might actually be wrapping it up here just to finish it on a high note.
Yeah, before things get sour once more.
We get down and that religious pope guy is waiting for us. There.
I forgot about him, too.
Yeah, I think...
I'm like, hey, it's that guy! I like you!
Yeah, actually, even though this session was kind of short, I think I might actually just wrap it up here. Unless there's something else you guys want to tell me about.
Just when we land, I make sure Claire is still there. We have a nice family reunion, and unless something does happen immediately when we land, like, get them all together, and then give these two, like, genuine big hugs.
And Grace would meet up with her sister, Luna, the one. So, and some of the village would actually meet back up with family members. So there are some huggings back at the village because some of the family members had gotten taken.
Yay!
Oh, we're happy.
And finally, for now.
yeah. For now.
And so, Samuel would be asking you questions about your situation. Like they said, you have like gravity powers. Something about you can manipulate stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I don't understand it, but I take a nice dramatic pause, and it was my fault.
Was your fault? Look, there's like that back there. No, I mean it's like we did what we could.
Well, no, the ship too, but home. Grimdock.
Home. Oh, that was.
I lost control, and I did it.
And
I destroyed Grimdock.
As you say that, there's this long pause. And he's just looking at you. And he looks down. And he goes, then our parents? Everyone?
I don't know. I haven't. I thought everyone was dead, so I don't know.
And then he kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Look, I what's in the past is in the past." And he's like the realization kind of hits him, and he's just stroking his head. He's like, "Look, I mean, usually when people suffer from this kind of a thing, like they usually don't live from it. From one of the convergences. So I mean, I'm grateful for what we have now."
I lived, but I killed everyone else. I didn't mean to. I lost control. I got upset, and I don't really know how this works. But I haven't killed anyone. Well, no, I did. There was one guy, but he was shooting at us. And I chucked him through a building.
Look, it's from what it sounds like, it was an accident, and all that we can hope for is that we can learn from that and not have that happen in the future. And look, it's not your fault. What happens? I mean,
Yeah. Okay, Sam. I'm just glad to have you back. And Claire, too. And then we'll do the family.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and that's where we will end it. All right, yay!
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 All right,
happy for
now. All right, thanks everyone for coming. And that was the end of Disaster Squad for now. We're not going to be doing it in September because we're going to be a little bit busy. And when we get back, we'll see. I mean, we're going to be on hiatus for a bit. So thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks to Eric with the Codfish.
Yeah, thank you. The Codfish.
And thanks to Margos for missing novice.
Missing novice.
And then Taylor.
Hi.
And
Hi.
She has a YouTube,
I
right?
do stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the
Slytherin
Siren
Siren.
Slytherin.
Siren Slytherin.
Oh, that
Siren
one.
Slytherin.
You know my
While we're-
name better than I do.
While we're gonna be on hiatus in September, I'm gonna be hosting 2 Pokemon tabletop sessions this month on September. I had them right here. September 9th and September 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific on my Twitch channel. So if you want to watch me and Ben's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be there
gonna
for
be
one
there.
session. He's gonna, it's gonna be. We're gonna be wrapping up his involvement in it. So it'll be cool if you want to see those. The 9th and the 16th at 9:30 a.m. ish Pacific. And then also we're on the Loading Cruise channel. Doing
Oh,
a
that's
one
right.
shot with them, a Pokemon one shot where Eric's playing a far happier character.
Much happier.
So if you want to check that out too, if you want to go over to twitch.tv / the Loading Crew, but they do more
Yeah.
stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Those things. While we're on hiatus, you can still get stuff from us.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Cool. All right, good plug.
Good
All right,
plug.
thanks, and we'll see you guys next time, which will be a while.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.